The Great Recession was prompted by the housing market where anyone could purchase a home regardless of their true qualifications. Zero down payment loans, fudged loan documents, negative ARMs, cash-out refinancing, and subprime lending contributed to the run-up in values that filled the housing bubble that ultimately burst in 2007. As a result, the housing market collapsed and home values plummeted. Today, all over the news, we're hearing fear-mongering of the next housing bubble. Is there really a bubble on the horizon? Hi, my name's Adrienne Marks, and I'm a real estate broker in San Clemente, California. In today's video, we'll explore the differences between the housing bubble of the mid-2000s and today's market. Stay tuned until the end of this video for a free gift. I release new educational videos each week, so be sure to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any of the valuable information. I became a licensed real estate broker in 2008, just as the market was heading in a downward spiral. Let me tell you, it was a great way to cut my teeth in this industry. Looking back, the writing was on the wall prior to the collapse. Housing data illustrated market conditions that were lining up in favor of buyers. The inventory ballooned while demand crumbled. As a result, the expected market time, the time between hammering the for sale sign in the yard to opening escrow, rose to ridiculous heights. The numbers were off a year prior to the subprime meltdown, which occurred in March of 2007. In June 2006, the expected market time surpassed 150 days. That's a deep buyer's market. It grew to 225 days by year's end for all of Orange County. In 2007, it surpassed 150 days in March, and by July, surpassed 290 days. By year's end, it reached an expected market time of 451 days. Flash forward to 2019, and the expected market time has remained between 60 and 90 days, a slight seller's market. One where there's not much appreciation and sellers get to call more of the shots during negotiations. Today, we're smack dab in the middle of the autumn market, and it's at 86 days. And for the rest of the year, don't expect it to change much. The big difference is supply and demand. Currently, the active listing inventory is at 6,616 homes. Back in October of 2006, there were over 15,000 homes, and in 2007, there were over 17,000 homes, nearly 3 times what we have today. Current demand, which is the last 30 days of pending sales, is at 2,311. In 2006 and 2007, there were less than 2,000. With the supply of homes through the roof and weak demand, the expected market time reached very high levels prior to the Great Recession and strongly indicated that housing values would slide massively. It's also important to note that it's much more difficult to obtain financing today. Buyers must qualify for a loan and furnish paperwork that establishes their ability to make their monthly payments. There are no more easy money loans out there. Some are concerned that prices will crash as they did in the Great Recession. It is true that home values sank by 20 to 30% in some areas during the 2008 recession, but it's also true that in the 4 previous recessions, home values depreciated only once. And the other 3 residential real estate values increased by 3.5%, 6.1%, and 6.6%. Another important factor is that the price is determined by supply and demand. In 2008, there was an overabundance of housing inventory, a 9-month supply. Today, housing inventory is less than half of that. The housing market is not as hot today as it was from 2012 through 2017, but that doesn't mean a housing bubble is in the works. Demand is only slightly sluggish today, and the active listing inventory is dropping fast. The storyline since 2012 is that there is a supply problem, not enough homes on the market. That story is true today and will continue that way into 2020. And let's not forget the low interest rate environment with mortgage rates below 4%, and that has substantially helped affordability and will fuel the housing market for quite some time. The bottom line, guys, is that today's housing data illustrates a housing market that's on a very strong footing. There is no bubble. The inventory is low, buyer demand isn't weak, the expected market time is low, and mortgage rates are at historically low levels. All of this supports a healthy housing market. If you're considering whether or not the time is right for you to sell or buy a house, I'd like to offer you a free gift. You can find a link in the description box below to the Ultimate Seller's Guide or the Ultimate Buyer's Guide. It's also important to look at the market conditions in your area, and that's something I'd be happy to assist you with. Just give me a call and I'll take it from there. That wraps up today's video. Please take a sec to post a comment below about what you found the most helpful, and remember to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any important information. Buying or selling a house is a big deal. One of the reasons why I spend hours each week preparing, recording, and editing these videos is to help people become better informed so they can feel confident about what they're doing when selling or buying a house. If there's a real estate topic you're curious about, let me know what it is in the comments, and I'm happy to add it to my list of future topics. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.